I now regret promising you guys that I was going to catch up on 2017 films, and it's probably too late to turn back now. So, whatever. Let's just get through this review quick so that I can move on to a quality film, hopefully. Snatched is a 2017 comedy film that follows a mother and a daughter. After the daughter's fiancé dumps her and she's fired from her job, she decides to take her mom with her to the original honeymoon location because she didn't get refundable tickets, whatever. But it's in Ecuador, and while they're there, they both get kidnapped. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. The queen of unfunny, Amy Schumer, plays Amy Schumer, pretending to be a woman named Emily. And when Amy Schumer is in a film, you know exactly who she's gonna play. She's gonna play somebody who's selfish to a delusional degree. Immediately, I had a problem with the character in the first 6-7 minutes. I'm gonna guess that's how long it was. I don't know, it may have been longer, it felt longer. But we first see her get fired from her job for two main reasons, and these are some pretty confusing reasons. Like, I don't know why she would get fired for this. I mean, all she was doing was making random conversation with the customers about things not pertaining to work. It's more about her personal life, just customers, strangers, when she should be working. And then the other one's even more confusing. But she also got fired because she spent that same amount of time taking selfies while posing with the clothing that her workplace was selling while she should have been working. So I don't understand why she was fired. Why would somebody be fired for doing those things? I mean, I honestly feel like Mark Wahlberg from from The Happening.
What? No!
So because of all of the things that I mentioned, I was immediately in love with this character. And when her fiancé dumped her, she was in a bit of a delusional state of denial, which, okay, in some aspects I can actually see why that would be appropriate, that the girl's in denial. I do understand that. But it's delusional because of how it's executed. I didn't believe Amy Schumer at all. If anything, I actually saw one of the reasons why he was dumping her. And any pity that I felt for her character at that point, which was very minimal, if it even existed, it went out the window immediately. Now, I guess you can say I am on the so-called Amy Schumer hate train. Although I will say I'm not just a passenger, I'm one of the fucking conductors. Because I actually believe I would constitute as one of the original founding members of this hate club. Because I remembered watching her when she first showed up on Last Comic Standing. And I hated her even then. She's not funny. And hell, I also think she's a really shitty person when it comes down to it. And of course, we all know about the whole, her whole influence on the Netflix rating system. Although, in case you don't know, I'll go ahead and just take a little bit of time out of this just to tell you. So for those of you who don't know, Amy Schumer's most recent comedy special was made on Netflix. And it received many negative reviews. And she claimed that it was because of all the people who didn't like the topics discussed or her opinions. So, sorry, I kicked the camera again. Fuck, I'm getting really bad at this. But, like I said, she claimed that it was people who didn't like what she was talking about and decided, hey, we're not even going to watch the show. We're just going to plaster the entire thing with negative reviews, and either we'll really get to her or Netflix will take it down, seeing as a lot of people don't like the show. And before I go any further, I will say this. I don't know if that's actually true. There are probably people out there who did do that, but I don't know if that's the majority. Although I will say that if you are one of the people who did that, you're honestly a shitty person. I know I hate her too, but I would never actually bash on her without seeing the actual material. Honestly, that's a shitty thing. Especially if the person that's happening to is actually giving out good material. or even stuff that they created from, you know, if they just created the stuff's their own. I hate when people do that. It pisses me off, but it makes me more sad that people are willing to do that. But all of that aside, all I know is that I gave a negative. I actually rated it. I gave it a negative review when it first came up because it fucking sucks. It's not funny at all. It's just a shitty comedy special. I would even say, hell, it's one of, if not the worst comedy specials I've ever seen. And so because of all that shit that she claimed, Netflix went from a 5-star system to a thumbs up, thumbs down, which is highly inferior. And I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling, but I just have to put it out there that I am against any influence that Amy Schumer has on pop culture and, well, anything, everything, just life. Please, Amy Schumer, you're probably not listening to this, but if this somehow gets to you, go away! Just do something else other than try to act or trying to be funny. You're not fucking funny! Oh, that hurt my throat. Okay, so, now that my rant is over...
Thank God.
And shut up. Goldie Hawn plays her mom, Linda, and honestly, it's really short with this one. I really just felt like I was watching Goldie Hawn act like a neurotic. She was Goldie Hawn. So, for the side characters, I am actually gonna skip over them for a few seconds, and you'll understand why when I actually get to it. But I do first want to talk about the story and humor rhymes with Schumer, whatever.
Humor rhymes with Schumer.
Humor rhymes with Schumer. Yes, I want to talk about the story and the humor. The story is just a standard cookie cutter film where someone or a group of people who are either privileged or act like they are face adversity, they overcome odds, and they are changed for the better. You know, just nothing new. This is a film where I laughed quite a bit, but it's disappointing in the fact that while Goldie Hawn had a couple of lines that I actually thought were, you know, okay, a couple of chuckles, but the humor did not come from the two leads. They came from the supporting cast. And it's really sad that the majority of the laughs were given by them. I mean, we had Ike Barinholtz. Hold on, let me look at my notes. Ike Barinholtz? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm really sorry if I said it wrong. But he plays Emily's brother, Jeffrey, and I thought that he did a really good job in this film. And I especially loved the moments where Jeffrey would be on the phone with a guy from the U.S. State Department. There was this huge running joke with it, and it just really made me chuckle, and actually brought a smile to my face whenever it happened. My absolute favorite character in this film was Roger Simmons, played by Christopher Maloney from... I think he was on Law & Order SVU? Yeah. Maloney is a comedy genius. I had no idea he was until I saw this film. And he stole the movie with every scene that he was in. And he was just really, really funny. It's just too bad that he's not in the film long enough to really save the humor. The editing in this film is shit. There's no other way to say it. It's standard for the most part. But then in the middle, it just becomes way too jumpy. It was as though the filmmakers shot way more, but then in post-production, they just felt like, oh shit, this is way too long. This is like a 3-hour movie. We need to cut it down to like, I actually think the movie was... It was either an hour and a half or just under 2 hours. I really don't remember. It just felt way too damn long. But, like I said, it felt like it was too long in the middle, so they cut it to shit in the middle. It cut it all to shit. And what really disappoints me is that 2017 seems to be a very shitty year for editing. And the film that comes to mind when I'm talking about that is King Arthur. In the end, I did laugh quite a bit during Snatched, but I would not see it again. I do not want to. It has shitty lead performances, good supporting characters, cookie cutter story, hit or miss humor, and it was just very standard to shitty editing. And for all of this, I'm just gonna give Snatched a 1 out of 5 reels. Just don't see this movie. It probably already made its money back, and even if it hasn't, don't let it. Just that film needs to fuck off. As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, or if you just really enjoyed this video, and be sure to follow me on Facebook. And if you're able to, please donate to my Patreon account. That would really help me in the long run. Especially, it would help me with getting better editing software. Also, since I basically shit all over Amy Schumer throughout this review, I guess it's only appropriate to say, hey, if you love her and want to persecute me, maybe lynch me, go ahead, just tell me in the comments. And then if you agree with me, just do the same thing, go in the comments, give your opinion. Hell, even tell me other reasons why you think she sucks. Honestly, I do love when I talk about something controversial, like public opinion on Amy Schumer, because I think it's fun just to see other perspectives, and I actually do want to see how far you guys take it. Just please, don't actually kill me. Well, that's all the time I have for today. I am going to lock myself in a room just in case one of you guys does decide I'm worthy of killing. So, thanks once again for watching. Farewell until the next video. Bye! Yeah, bye.